Hi friends. What if success wasn't about working harder? It was about tuning into the principles that naturally allow abundance to flow to you easily. This video is for anyone searching for fulfillment, success, or abundance in any area of their life. And by the end of this video, you'll understand the principles that will allow it to flow naturally to you without having to force it, without having to chase it, and without putting in a lot of effort. All you have to do is get into alignment. Today we're going to be going over the 7 spiritual laws of success Deepak Chopra came up with in his book. He is a brilliant man. He knows so much metaphysical knowledge, and he boils it down into 7 laws. The first law is the law of pure potentiality, and that law helps us to tune into the field of infinite potential. Now, what is the field of infinite potential? I know Abraham Hicks talks a lot about the universe and the vortex. Well, that's another way of saying tapping into the field of pure potentiality. And how do we do that? Well, we do that by meditating. We could do that by walking with our headphones off. We could do that by sitting on a swing porch, listening to the birds. We could do that by swimming laps. We could do that by lots of ways, right? Lots of ways to tap into the fullness of the emptiness all around us and to align with our guidance from spirit. The second law is the law of giving and receiving. Now, this is the flow of energy and abundance circulated. So what this law details out is that to receive, you also have to give, right? If this is a flow, if you stop giving, then you're blocking off the flow, and then it can't flow back to you, and you can't receive, right? So it's really important to let your abundance circulate, right? So if you have money, spending it, sharing it, being generous. You could do that in other ways too. You could do that with your energy. You could do that by offering someone a smile. You could do that by giving someone a compliment. You could do that by giving someone a gift. You could do that by donating to charity. You could do that by tipping someone really well, right? There's all sorts of ways to give and receive. And I offered my energy and efforts when I didn't have money. Now I'm living in abundance and I get to share my money. So it doesn't matter. You're not limited. There is no scarcity, right? There's infinite energy and infinite potential for you to tap into to both give and receive. So the third law is the law of karma and cause and effect. Now, this details out that every action generates energy and that conscious choices matter. So when you do something, it's important that you're doing it for your own joy and the highest good, right? So it's a good thing to ask yourself, how can I be, is this choice in the highest alignment for me and everyone involved? And that can make you in alignment with the law of cause and effect and karma. The fourth law is the law of least effort. And that means living in harmony and acceptance and flowing instead of forcing and becoming in non-resistance, right? So we all know this one from the law of attraction, right? When there's contrast and we're not allowing, this is about allowing, right? You don't have to force things into existence. If you're forcing, just stop and see what you can allow to unfold. The right thing will happen. Being in non-resistance is also just about surrendering to what should happen, right? So if something falls away, it's okay because something better is coming in. And that's a principle of non-resistance. The fifth law is the law of intention and desire. And that's where energy flows where attention goes. So you have to give attention with intention to your highest vibration, your highest vision for yourself and for others, your highest idea of where you would want to go. In the law of attraction, we would call this segment intending, right? We would say contrast creates a desire. And that's why contrast can be good, because we're clarifying. And we would start to segment intend. Well, I'd like this meeting to be harmonious and to foster better understanding between me and others. I like my conversation with my partner to build us into better cooperation and co-creation, right? That's how you use your intention to create clarity and to guide it to the vision that you want. The sixth law is the law of detachment, and that's freedom from rigid expectations and embracing uncertainty. So we've talked about this a lot in the law of attraction, the law of trust and surrender, right? Trust and surrender. So things may come at you sideways, but you don't want to say no to any opportunity, right? You only want to say the no's to the opportunities that aren't within your alignment, but you want to be open to being surprised by the universe about the way things unfold. So if you hold rigidly, like, I need to be a millionaire with my lottery ticket, and then you don't see that amazing job offer that is everything you ever wanted, or that love to come into your life to be a vision of that abundance, and you're only looking for the lottery ticket, then dang, you might miss these opportunities. So it's really important not to hold rigidly to things and to allow for things. And the seventh law is the law of dharma and purpose in life. So this is the law of doing what brings you joy and what serves others naturally. We all have gifts, and our gifts are ways that we are able to share with others. Now, I know that sometimes we are looking for purpose, and a lot of my clients struggle with this, right? But I know that they all have gifts and that they share them in different ways. And so getting into attunement with what brings you joy and also how you can offer and share that with others is really important and really an aspect of fulfillment that can bring you into greater feelings of abundance, both monetarily, but also spiritually. Success is holistic. It can come in the form of money. It can also come in the form of friendship. It can also come in the form of experiences. It can also come in the form of connection with spirit. It can also come in the form of love with family or partners. It can come in so many forms. And to have holistic success is to feel fulfilled. Not just one way that you're trying to force into existence, all the ways. You deserve them. They're your birthright. Thanks for joining me on my journey. If you like this video, check out some of my other ones. Like, subscribe, or leave a comment below. I'd love to know more about your journey and what you're up to and where you are. If you're interested in coaching services, check out the link in the description and my website. Many blessings and much love.